Hello, Captains. This is the Doctor, and today we are going to start playing the Arena of Sompek. That's right, this arena event is back. Now, I do have to say, during the first time that this new Arena of Sompek was released back at the beginning of this year, 2017, I did not play it. I did not get a chance at all to play this new arena. I was in the hospital during that time and missed that event completely. So I had heard about it after I got out, of course, and people had talked about it, and unfortunately I just did not get to play it the first time. However, it's back. It's in the game now, and this time for a little bit longer. It's going to last all the way until September 7th, I believe. So you have until September 7th to play this. That's a couple of weeks. 2 or 3 weeks there. We have a chance to get some rewards in the reputation. If you go to reputation and you can go to down here to a free slot if you have one and do collect Arena of Sompek event rewards. Select that and you'll see you need 14 of these merit things, and you earn one every day or one every 20 hours. Now, even though you only earn these one every 20 hours, you can still play the Arena of Sompek after the cooldown, like all day long, as much as you want. You just only get one of these merits every 20 hours. But you can continue to play this to practice, as much as you want. The reward we're going to get is called a Sompek Pulse Wave. We'll also get a mark package, fleet marks, dilithium, so a whole thing there. And then once you complete this, any extra marks you get after that the event is still going on, you get a choice mark package. So this can offer up some new rewards to play with, something new and fun to do. If you've never played Arena of Sompek event before, it is all ground. So you want to have a really good ground character, a really good ground build to play Arena of Sompek, because it starts off easy, but it builds in intensity as each round goes on. And the enemy can hit a whole lot harder into those later rounds. So you want to, A, be able to deal damage, but you also want to be able to take or tank damage as well. Any kind of healing ability that you can put on your character will help with this event and help your whole team if your goal is to go after as many rounds as possible. Because the idea of this event is to stay alive. If once everybody in the team, and there's 5 players, once everybody in your team is all dead at the same time, then the event's over. But as long as one person stays alive, as long as one person's alive, the event continues and it keeps going round and round and round. So having a healing ability, something that can heal you or keep you resist damage or something like that, will be really helpful in this, because if you can just stay alive until you can go heal other people or wake them up, from being dead or whatever, or just bide your time until their timer runs out so they can respawn. If you can, as long as you can stay alive, that will help your whole team. As a science character, which I am going to play this first on my science character, I have medical tricorder, so that's a huge hit point increase. That'll heal me and that'll help me stay alive in this event. I will say, before I play this here, I have played this. I played this yesterday for the first time. So I did play it on my science character, I played it on my engineer, and I played it on my tactical character. So I now have played this. Just wanted to let y'all know before I do this recording, I have played it 3 times on all 3 careers. I wanted to get that practice in and see what it was like, and now I can provide some advice to those that are going to do this. That first advice is, again, have something that you can heal with. Second advice, use all your powers. Do not be shy and afraid to use any of your powers. You need all of your powers to, take out the enemy. The only power you want to be wary of are powers that might heal enemies. I learned yesterday, I didn't even know this, the solar flare ability, which I don't have on this character, but I do have on my engineering character. The solar flare ability will actually heal Tholians, so you don't want to use it when the Tholians show up in one of those rounds. So what these rounds do is they go between different enemies. There'll be all kinds of different enemies and boss level enemies. I mean, really, really tough enemies later on that will spawn, and they will be, all random enemies and keep popping up. But yeah, when Tholians are up, that solar flare will heal them, so you don't want to use that then. So if there's things like that you want to watch out for, watch out for those kinds of things. Otherwise, don't be afraid to use any of your powers and abilities. You need all of your kit gear to win this, or to get as many rounds as possible. The other advice I have is heal, run around a lot. If you're taking a lot of damage, try to run away and kind of heal up a little bit before you go back. Resurrect people as much as you can, because remember, every time you die, your respawn counter increases in length. So what you want to do is, if you see somebody die, try to go resurrect them, and that way their reset counter will not go up as high. So try to do that. Helping your team, being a team player, is very important in this, because as you work as a team trying to heal each other and stay alive and resurrecting people, the more longer rounds you can have. If you don't do any of that, well, you all will die at the same time and it'll be over real quickly. Final, use the ground-based skills in your skill set up here under specialization. This is very important. There are certain specializations that have ground abilities. So for example, if I go to, let's just say, command officer, right? And I look at this, you can tell if there's ground abilities by hovering over the ability here, and you can see this one, forward march, is a ground skill. Communal targeting is a ground skill. Lingering exposure is ground. That's ground. That's ground. That's space. That's space. That's space. That's space. That's space. That's space and ground. That's space. That's ground. That's space. That's ground. So you can see which specializations will help you in ground combat, and you will want to make your primary and secondary specialization as much ground-based benefits as possible. One thing I also found that uses ground is temporal operative. This is a ground skill, imminent decay. You've got ground skill for decay amplification. Decay defense is a ground skill. All this is space here, but then you have space and ground. Then you have space and ground, space and ground, space and ground, space and ground. Ground skill, ground skill, ground skill, ground skill, ground skill. So temporal does have a lot of ground. Temporal operative does have a lot of ground as well. And then of course commando is all ground. Everything in here is ground skill based. So commando is probably best as your secondary specialization for Arena of Sompek. But then you can pick what other primary specialization you want. Command officer would be good. I'm going to use temporal operative on this build to show you that. I don't think strategist. Strategist is all space, so you want to stay away from strategist. Stay away from pilot. That's going to be all space. Intelligence, that has some ground as well. So the three you want to pay attention to for primary would be command officer, intelligence officer, or temporal operative. One of those as your primary, and then commando as your secondary, and that will give you the most ground-based specialization skills. And having that to your best advantage and all maxed out and opened up like mine are here, this will really help you in this Arena of Sompek, because it's all ground-based. So having the most ground-based specializations you can will be very beneficial to this event. And so today you can see I'm going to use temporal operative as primary, and I'm using commando as secondary. So just keep that in mind. I am using a science character today. This is the Doctor. He's my main primary science character. And I have the temporal defense initiative set on him. I also have a bunch of different unique kits or modules. I've also got the got a good science kit here. I've got a science kit module, piezoelectric lattice, phasic shroud. That'll help me stay alive. Phasic shroud is really good in this. If you can get that universal kit module, that will really help you stay alive a lot better in this. Also, I've got anti-time entanglement field, I've got mass gravimetric detonation, and then of course, like I said, medical tricorder. So I got two things here that are going to help keep me alive: medical tricorder and phasic shroud on this character. I'll go over the engineering and tactical ones when I go to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Arena of Sompek. I'm going to play it on science character. I'm going to play it then on engineering character, and then I'm going to play it on a tactical character. So I'm going to do all three careers for you and show you some differences here in the career types and playing this thing. Now I am going to pug it, so I'm going to play a pickup group. So there is no guarantee that this will even go well or that this will last long. I will say my best run last night when I played this, was 27 rounds with a pug. That's right. The first time I did it with a pug, we got to like 15 rounds. And the second time I did it, I got to 25 rounds, and then the third time was the best yet, 27 rounds with a pug. So that was actually pretty good. But that's what I'm going to do today. Is I'm going to pug it. So I don't know how good or bad this is going to be. If it's a really bad run, I'll probably do it again until I can record a really good run, because I don't want to do a real short one. But we'll see what happens. I'm just going to wing it, and we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm going to do, and so I'm going to queue up for that now on this character, but I'll go ahead and pause it so you don't have to sit here and wait for the queue to start. So I'm going to pause the video right now, and when we come back, the event will be starting. Stand by. Okay, everybody, here we go. Arena of Sompek. This is the regular version, not the timed version. You do have a minute to read the briefing here from this person if you wish. This is Rodek. Now, you don't have to. You can just go, I'm ready to begin. It just gives a little bit of background there, but you're welcome to do that. Before everybody accepts it, they give you 1 minute to do that. Of course, if everybody accepts it and comes in here, then it'll start immediately.
Honored combatants, prepare for the
and in fact, we're in it right now.
Begin with the skirmish against members.
So round one is very easy. Oh crap. Except for falling down. You'll notice the round numbers are on these things here, so you know what round it is. But it's also right here as well, round one. And it gets harder and harder as you progress.
Enemy target on sensor.
So, here we go. Round 2 is done. Round 3 coming up. Round 3. And now it'll start getting a little bit harder.
The lightning round begins.
You'll have to start using more. Oh yeah, the lightning round starts, which means literally there's lightning. The Arena of Sompek lightning will shoot down from the sky. So when you're targeted by like a red circle, or you're in water when it's being electrified, get out of there. Yeah, so what'll happen is you'll get targeted with a red circle like I'm being targeted right now, and lightning will shoot down from the sky. So that's the thing you want to watch out for. Don't get hit by the lightning. When you are circled like that, roll out of the way.
Now we shall see how you fare against our enemies.
Now it's getting harder. So now you want to really watch about staying alive. Very important here now. Stay alive. See, everybody just took a whole lot of damage there, and I'm about to take damage because I was standing in the wrong place.
Enemy combatants in close proximity. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Again, remember to heal people if you can. Sometimes it's hard to figure out where they are dead at.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, here's a hazard. So these hazard things happen like this. Don't be in the bad places during the hazards. And I've got a dinosaur on me. Come on, get off, get off, get off, get off. Okay, we got a lot of people dying right now. But I want to try to find them to heal them. I don't know where they are exactly. Far away from me, it looks like. That's a hazard up there, so there's a hazard right there, so let's not get in the middle of that. Remember, if you can stay alive, if you're the only one that can stay alive, if you're the only one alive, stay alive until others can respawn. Okay, hazard, hazard, hazard. So let's stay put right here.
It would seem a bigger challenge in order. So be it!
Let's do that. Oh yeah.
Damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
I'm getting a bit of a frame rate drop. I've got kind of a graphical bug. Certain kind of graphical transparencies have this frame rate drop on NVIDIA GPUs. I'm using a Maxwell GPU, and apparently it has a very big FPS drop when those effects are on screen. It's not the power of the GPU, it's just simply a literally graphical effects bug in the game. So nothing I can do about that, but I'm going to get these occasional frame rate drops that are just insanely annoying, but nothing I can do about that, really. Shoot. I was trying to get up there, but instead it came to me. I'm getting a lot of lag with frame rate right this second. So that can sometimes cause you to mess up quite a bit. My frame rate's literally 20 FPS at the moment. And that should not happen with the GPUs I have, but and now it's back up to 60. So sometimes there's these graphical effects issues in the game. Alright, we're up to round 7.
You fight well.
Okay, round 8.
Rising on.
Leave behind one of them thingies.
Damage detected.
Oh yeah, the enemy strength has improved. This happens too. As you progress in the levels, the enemy strength will progress and get harder and harder. They will hit you harder. And that little skull indicates their level. Last night, I was up at 3 levels on it, so got pretty far. I don't know if we'll make it in this round. People seem to be dying a lot more in this one. But remember, try to stay alive. Oh, hello.
Flanking damage
Make
detected.
it ready, warrior. The lightning round begins now.
Lightning again, so... Ah, look at this. Look at this. I'm having to dodge all that lightning. So yeah, watch out for that lightning, man. It'll kill you. Literally. It'll kill you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The lightning is like following me. Ah, run. Oh man, it's still following me. Get out of here, lightning. We don't need your kind here. Wow, a lot of enemies just beamed in right there. Holy crap.
Personal shield losing power.
Crap. This guy's not even fighting. What is up? Did he give up or something?
Personal shield losing power.
Look, this guy here, not even fighting. I hate people that do that. If you're gonna come into this thing, fight. Do your thing, you know? Don't just sit there and do nothing. Leech off of everybody else. That drives me the most crazy. You need everybody. He's still standing there. You need your whole team, all 5 of them, or else you will not succeed in this at all.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
Yeah, Kilrathi is just sitting there. Literally, look, this guy's doing nothing to help us. So, we have an AFKer,
Personal shield losing power.
and that sucks. That happens in pugs, and that can cause you to fail. That can cause you to fail.
Prepare yourselves.
That is what you
Dive
get.
to the hazard round.
Well, that sucks.
Personal shield losing power.
Oh, crap. We're going to die. Shoot. Oh, everybody came back. Barely.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, we got lightning. We got lightning and hazards. Oh, crap.
Enemy combatant in close proximity. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Oh, I'm dead. Hey, we're up to round 12. I guess for a pug, it's not terrible, but it could be better, because we made it to 27 last night in one pug. It really just depends on the players. Oh, respawn.
Personal shield losing power.
Well, I'm the only one alive right now. I need to stay alive.
Personal shield losing power.
Oh, I said that and then I died. I was in a matter stream. Okay. Well, there's a lot to say about this.
Now complete.
Let me take this reward. First of all, Kilrathi, you suck. Thank you. Thank you, Nua. Okay. Sorry, I had to do that. All right. So here's the deal. It's a pug, so that happens. But this is a good example of what can happen in a pug, and it's unfortunate. But that does happen from time to time, and that can cause you to fail. I'm going to go ahead and keep this video. I was debating whether I should just show this video or not, but because it's a pug and because we made it 12 rounds, which is not the best, not good, but doable, and it gets you the merit reward anyway, and it's a good example of what you will experience in a pug. So I figure I will go ahead and post this video, but hopefully my subsequent ones, the one I do in my engineer and my tactical, maybe those will be better. I really want to get up to a high round number for you guys. I want to show you how tough it really is when you get into like the mid-20s on rounds, because it is really insane, but a whole lot of fun too. And so I really want to do one or show you a video of one where we're at a high round number. So I'm going to do that on the next couple. I'm going to keep recording until I get around where we're in the high numbers there. But I will go ahead and show you this first one just so you can see, you know, what you might expect in a pug anyway, and out of the Arena of Sompek. So as you can see, very important that all 5 players play the game, because you need all of you to take down the enemy and to stay alive and to help each other. One thing I didn't see a lot of people doing there, and I know I didn't do either, was resurrecting people. And you need to watch out for that. If you see somebody die, try to go to them if you can find their corpse and resurrect them, because that will cut down on their countdown timer and really help your team. It's all about staying alive. So that's something just to keep aware of and to do in this STF. But anyway, that's the first run here on my science character. 12 rounds, not the best. I already got my Sompek reward for the day. In fact, I only have 1 merit of Sompek right now. I need to do I'm still on cooldown for the 20-hour cooldown to get the others. So I just got the rewards, whatever rewards. What did I get? I don't even know what I got. We got 5 fleet marks, 25 competitive marks, 600 dilithium. So not a whole lot. Yeah, 25 was my mark package. So we didn't really get very far in this one. 12 rounds is not the best. But anyway, that'll give you an idea. I'm going to go ahead and post this. Sorry for being a little hard there, but I don't like it when people come into something like Arena of Sompek, which does require all 5 team members, and then just quits. You know, just stops playing, whatever, leaves the keyboard, leaves the computer, does whatever. This is the kind of event where you need the whole team. And it really bugs me when that happens. So I apologize if I was a little hard there, but that can cause you to pass or fail or do good or bad in certain situations in this game. So that kind of gets to me. But anyway, I will try to let that calm down, and I'm going to fire up this again, and I'm going to do it on my engineering character next. Now, my engineering character, very powerful. My science character is powerful, and I have some cool effects and stuff, but my engineering character, I think I have some even better stuff, because I've got like that solar flare, I've got an anti-proton turret, I've got a Nucall protective shield thing. I got the Terran protective shield thing. Just really some really cool stuff on my engineering character. So stay tuned for that. And sorry this video was a little rough and didn't quite go as I expected, but I'm going to leave it up as an example. How's that? This is just an example. The next 2 hopefully will be better. Like I said, I want to get into those 20s on the rounds and show you how fun and difficult all the different kinds of species that will spawn are. Really, really cool. So, all right. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.